Mom's birthday was always the loudest day of the year. Neighbors, cake, off-key singing, a house full of borrowed chairs. She'd pretend to hate the attention, but she'd wear lipstick anyway. After Dad passed, she stopped celebrating. Too old for parties, she said. Too quiet for candles. The first year, I brought flowers. She left them in the wrapping paper. The second, I baked her favorite lemon pie. She said it was too sweet. By the third, I understood grief. Doesn't like guests. So on her 65th, I didn't call, didn't text, didn't knock. I let the day pass silent. It hurt, but so does forcing joy onto someone who's still negotiating with sadness. The next morning, there was a knock at my door. She stood there holding a grocery bag. "You forgot." "My birthday," she said, half smiling. "I thought you didn't want to celebrate." "I didn't," she said, walking past me into the kitchen. But then nobody called, and I realized I do. We made tea and laughed about it, two stubborn people losing an argument to love. She told me she'd spent the night rewatching Dad's favorite movie. "He always cried at the happy parts," she said, eyes bright. After tea, she asked, "What would you have brought if you hadn't forgotten?" "A lemon pie," I said. She grinned. "Then bake it anyway. I'll pretend it's late." Now, every year, I call her at any 5. Midnight, the night after her birthday. It's our thing, the forgotten celebration. We bake pie, watch that old movie, and let grief and joy share the same couch. Some years, I add a new twist, a small gift she didn't ask for, or an extra candle for the table. She pretends to roll her eyes, but I catch the sparkle in her smile. We talk about Dad sometimes not. We let the stories float in between bites of pie, lingering like the smell of lemon zest. Neighbors peek in, expecting a quiet house. They leave with crumbs, not noticing the quiet laughter echoing off the walls. On windy nights, we open the windows, letting the cold air mix with the warm smell of cake, proof that life and memory can coexist. Sometimes she hums the old birthday songs, slightly off-key, and I hum along, learning that happiness doesn't have to be loud to exist. I've started leaving notes of her in the kitchen. Next year, I promise to forget again. She laughs each time and keeps them on the fridge, a tiny shrine of patience and love. When friends ask why we celebrate late, she says, "Because joy is worth waiting for." And I agree, thinking how much more meaningful it is when it's chosen instead of obligatory. Now, I sometimes set a second plate for Dad anyway, just for tradition. She doesn't say anything, but I see her eyes glimmer, remembering how love endures even when the party is quiet. And when the candles finally burn out, we sit in the soft glow, sipping tea, understanding that birthdays aren't about age. They're about returning to the people who make you feel alive. At times, love means showing up late on purpose, so the person you miss can decide they're ready to be celebrated again. It's not about the day or the gift. It's about letting someone decide when they can hold happiness in their own hands.